Welcome back to the One More podcast.
Welcome back.
Pick that up. What? Okay, wait. Welcome back to the One More Game podcast.
What's with the welcome back?
I'm your host,
first-time
Venomous
viewers.
Vipers, and I'm joined by the insatiable Social X School. That's the part where you like,
Hi.
yeah.
Hello. How are you? Good morning. Top of the morning, people.
So, how you been, Social? You been up to anything lately? Anything interesting going on?
No, actually, it's been crazy, man. Like all this crazy stuff's been happening. Like I've been waking up, right? I've been talking to you. I've been watching Twitter and Twitch, and then I've gone to work, and then repeat. It's been crazy, man.
Oh,
Crazy.
okay. It sounds like you've got a full
Real
plate
life
going on.
Exactly, dude. I've got no time. I don't know how I'm doing this right now. I'm stressed.
And we're also joined by the hero who doesn't need an introduction, except now, because it's kind of the first podcast. It's the man with 7 sailboats, the boy who will swing in on an amazing hose. It's Noosh.
Wow. Oh my god.
I did want to make it longer, but I felt like...
That was not me clapping.
Wait,
That was you clapping. Yes, it was. I could see it.
I don't know what you're talking about. What do you
So,
mean?
Noosh, how have you been? Have you been up to anything lately? Why are you a
Oh.
hero, and why do you own 7
I don't
sailboats?
know. I didn't say that. You said that. That was all you. That was not me.
All right.
But yes, I've been good.
Okay, so, topic 1. Goals and
Wait,
aspirations.
who are you, Ben?
What?
Yeah. Who are you?
I'm
I
Venomous
didn't know who I'm
Vipers,
here with.
aka Vipers, aka
okay.
Venomous, aka Ben. I'm a secret, a mystery. I'm covered in... Well, after that kebab last night.
You probably
Shit.
did.
But
Wait, are we
anyway,
family friendly or are we not family friendly?
It doesn't sound like we are. though.
Clarification.
I mean, we can bleep that out. I'm sure. And we can make it family friendly. It's fine. But yeah, I'm just a normal person who plays games and doesn't like talking about himself.
Who does?
No, I don't think anyone
Noosh.
does.
Noosh
No, I
does.
do not. No,
Like,
you talk
that is
about me.
true.
You
Every
talk
time
about
I
me.
talk to
walks in the
Noosh-
room and he's just
Yeah,
like,
he's just like,
Oh.
I have 7 sailboats and 1 motorboat. I am a hero. I save
Where do you
lives
get that
every
from?
day when I put
Look.
on my cape.
look at these 2 crashed cars that I saved. I
Oh
did
my
that.
god.
I saved those cars.
So for
Okay.
context,
It sounded like
Noosh-
you're going to say I crashed them.
So for context, Noosh is a firefighter, and he also likes
Can't
to.
talk about it. He
Oh,
can't talk about it though.
But he can't talk
Taps
about
his
how he's a
nose.
firefighter and how he
Tap.
pushes like people down the road and
Wow.
sets up like crash cars.
Yeah.
That is so counterproductive.
But so
Anyway.
Can you imagine
Anyway.
being a firefighter right now in AU? Lamau? What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be out there saving us?
What are you talking about? It's raining.
yes, the weather. It has come by to save our lives.
To save this podcast.
It needs saving already. All right. So, you said that you had a segment that you wanted to talk about, Social.
Oh, you want to know now? You want to go straight into the news with Social?
Yep. Let's
Ding
dive right
ding.
in.
They're my sound effects. I need a
I don't-
soundboard
I don't
so
know
I can do things.
It's,
Okay.
it's fine. I'm sure we can do it post.
What do you mean post? I didn't do nothing. All right.
I just upload that raw material.
Yeah.
So, you know when you've got those. So I've actually got this perfect timing going into this because last night, Ben, you were talking about that delightful taco that you had, right? Was it taco kebab? I don't know.
Kebab.
Burrito, wasn't it? So he had like a nice long burrito, undercooked, muddy, straight to the guts. Right, your guts are feeling a little bit icky, right?
Mm.
A little bit sore, right? So
Yeah.
I have a solution for you. Live eels. So a Chinaman, a 51-year-old Chinaman, decided because of a folklore tale, basically, like what do you call it? Like, you know, when your mom's like, "Hey, you got a sore throat? Have some honey. Just suck on that sweet honey." So like, he's like, "Okay, I'm gonna swallow 2 live eels." And to cure his stomach bug, the eels ended up going through his body, rupturing his intestines, and eating him from the inside. He went to hospital. There is an X-ray. I will show you the X-ray to you guys. Actually, I probably shouldn't. Guys, don't worry about it. No, you guys.
No. I want to
gonna
see
have
this
to-
X-ray.
I
Just
mean,
send it
link
to us.
Yeah, I'll send it. I'll send you the X-rays, but I mean,
But
like,
You're gonna have to
podcast-wise-
describe it though. Yeah.
So there is. I'll give it to you guys to see. Just put it in topics, whatever.
And we'll also leave
Bam.
the link to it.
Hey, I gave you the picture.
Oh my god.
So as you can see, there's the 2 eels inside of his gut, there to the left and the right. They managed to spiral through his intestines and rupture them. So
Wow.
if you guys ever have a stomach bug, that is the cure for you.
I suppose his stomach's not sore anymore.
Exactly, dude. It pushed it all right out. It pushed it all out through his intestines.
Yeah, dude. There's like nothing left to
Can you
cause
imagine-
pain.
Oh,
You know.
How do you explain that to the hospital? Like, all right, guys, like, I just had this real bad bug, so I thought I just like, you know,
So I
down
Googled
some
it
eels. Can you like, it's just like, imagine putting that eel to your mouth and then just like sucking. 'Cause you got to like suck it in, right?
Yeah, it would be like a
imagine
noodle.
you-
Just.
Yeah, but these aren't
Sorry,
normal eels. They're like they're small.
Yeah, they're legit eels.
No, but that looks like it's their
But they look small.
skeletal.
They more look like a bad case of the worms. Or something.
No. It looks
What
like
are you talking about? They're like,
that's the X-ray,
look how
dude. That's
long
the
they are.
skeleton structure.
yeah.
Oh,
Look how
yeah.
long they are. It's curled all the way around and back on itself. Both of them. They're like at least.
Yeah, but they
like,
can't be
half-
like.
They're like
eels
at
I'm
least
thinking
half
of,
a
you
meter.
wouldn't actually get it in your mouth.
That's what I'm-
Okay. What I don't understand, right? Why 2?
So it's just vomiting in the background.
Why
The thought
2?
of, like,
All right.
Sucking on an eel, just like.
Okay, but that's my question. That's my question. Is okay. I can't really understand, but
I can
get
understand.
why you're putting 1 down, right? But why 2? Will it get lonely down there? You're just causing more destruction in your organs. It's
Maybe
like
he thought that once it was done, he'd put another eel down there to eat it.
yeah, to finish off
That
the
makes
other
sense.
eel.
That makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah.
And then he swallowed a horse, of course.
Oh god, don't even.
Also, other news, not as fun related. I don't know if you guys know this, but there are rumors right now that there is a Silent Hill game, 2 in fact, are rumored to be in development.
Oh.
But
Oh.
there's a big but. It's quote an episodic Telltale / Until Dawn style game.
Oh.
Yeah, and quote the other one is a quote soft reboot of the series.
Okay. I googled it.
So like kind of underwhelming. Feels bad.
So is one called Dawn of Fear?
I don't know. There's no name. So according to one of the people working on it, that kind of like leaked it, or they didn't really leak it. I mean, they're working on it. But they just said, I'm dropping this stuff, and I think I can talk about this. This is from Aesthetic Gamer 1. I'll mention there is a couple of new Silent Hill games in the works. Konami, about 2 years ago, reached out to various developers to pitch ideas for Silent Hill games. One, a soft reboot of the franchise, and the other, an episodic Telltale Until Dawn style game to go alongside the reboot. I don't know anything more than that, though, but I sure hope Konami's given the appropriate budget and found the right developer to make those games succeed.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. speaking of the Until Dawn type games. So did you guys hear of the Dark Pictures Man of Medan? Like I played it on stream.
I never played it. I've seen a little bit of it. I didn't really look that interesting to me. What were your thoughts about it?
Okay, so it was great, right? But it was so fucking short.
Oh, really?
Like, but then it turns out at the end, it's like, oh, we're gonna have multiple different stories. So they're trying to do it like
replayability type bullshit.
like Black Mirror, right? So it's different stories. So you've got the Man of Medan, where it's you and
It's such
friends.
a name though. I'm the Man of Medan.
But you got you and your friends.
Whoa, God, guys, it's the Man of Medan coming down the street. It's just like dun 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 dun.
Can someone get this man?
Fortnite dancing straight down that street.
We need to get like a shot collar for social that whenever he speaks out of line, just
like one of the dog training ones.
yeah, like it looked. But okay, so the game it's about you and your friends. You're searching for buried treasure, and you get boarded by pirates, and you find this ghost ship, right? And everyone starts going insane. And after you finish this game, you find out that there's a trailer for another one where it looks like it's this kid. You know that new Star Wars game? It looks like that guy. The actor from that. But it's like it looks like it's him and his grandma on a road trip or something. And they play through like a trailer of that.
Wait, so it's kind of like,
but yeah, it's like
when they cry. So wait, so it's like the same story but told differently.
I think it's the same universe, but
it's the same characters,
different stories, different characters.
Okay, so
like they're pulling a Black Mirror.
Yeah,
you know, like they're bringing out different stories. Yeah. But it's like
overrated show.
Wow. Okay. Trying to piss people off straight off the bat, but okay. But their last season wasn't that good. Like, not gonna lie.
Couple good episodes. All right, there's some good episodes, but honestly,
although I'd play that. Was it Striking Vipers game? Straight up. Oh. I mean, I have to get new shit on that. You know, get that big fireman swing.
Oh my god.
But yeah, so like. I don't know where I was gonna go with that, but I think I was just gonna say that I'm very disappointed because I don't know when like the next part's gonna come out, and like, do I have to pay for the next one as DLC?
Don't know. It's nutty.
Yeah.
I don't know when because wasn't that a full price game as well?
Yeah, I paid like $40-$50.
Oh, okay. So it's not like full, but it's still like pricey.
I mean, that's still kind of full price game. Although, if it was like US prices, it's probably like $25-$30.
Yeah, because we're talking about AU.
Yeah.
Other news. Okay, so PlayStation VR 2 is coming in 2020, rumored. So there's been some leaks apparently. With I don't even know if you guys knew this, but the PlayStation headset, VR headset, is the highest selling VR headset, with over 5 million of them sold. Because of the success, they're making a second one, and it is apparently it's got a eye tracking and wireless connectivity. So apparently, if the leaks are correct, we'll be hearing more about it in February. And it could be out as early as March.
Wait, so sorry, I like zoned out so hard. What's the difference between this one and the other one?
We don't know yet because it hasn't been announced, but there are leaks about it. Apparently they're working on a few new models as well. It's speculated. But it's new features. So it's got the new features have eye tracking and wireless connectivity. Not sure how it helps.
Eye tracking?
The difference. It's probably to do with the PlayStation 5 coming out.
Did you say eye tracking?
Yeah, eye tracking.
What? That's insane.
Yeah, that's
So I thought you meant hand tracking.
No. It's got eye tracking as well. So I guess this is because as I said in this article, they're saying that it is the highest selling VR headset. They've probably decided to double down, especially the PS5 coming out. I imagine they want to incorporate that with the features of the PS5 and have them as like a bundle.
well,
Is what I imagine. I'm speculating that.
have you guys played on the PlayStation VR
No.
before?
No.
Okay.
No.
So I've played the PlayStation VR quite a lot, and if they're
I've seen
bringing
you
out
play
a
it.
new one,
Yeah.
the only thing I really want them to do is upgrade the quality.
Oh, is it cheap and plasticky?
Of what though?
No,
Like
not
actual
like the headset, like
or-
the visuals in game, because they
Oh,
have
the
to they have to
screen.
they have to
Downsample it.
downscale it quite a
Yeah.
bit. And it's real bad. Like some games it's okay. Like what, the Resident Evil VR, it wasn't that bad because that game already looked kind of downscaled.
Yeah, it's got so many effects on the top of that game. I can imagine it look decent just because of how like muddy the game is.
But then my favorite game,
Mm. Is that
probably
sci-fi
of-
one? What was it
of
called?
all time, right? No Man's Sky.
Worst game ever made.
My favorite game, because it gives me the ability to go and explore space. All right, I haven't played
Can you imagine?
any other games. So if you're gonna start flaming me for liking No Man's Sky,
Ben,
right?
I want to paint a picture
Stop.
for you. I'm
Stop.
gonna paint a picture for you right now.
To be
Okay.
fair, I did just update it.
How? Okay.
Same.
Ben, right now you're 38 years old. You're a 38-year-old young man. Okay.
Okay, I'm
You're getting
24.
Launched. Okay, you're hopping in to Elon's grand
Social
new
media.
rocket. Okay, you jump in his rocket, right? He fires you up into space, so you Ben can explore the universe. He fires the rocket out. You're flying through space, hundreds of thousands of speeds of light. Okay,
Wait,
Mhm.
you waved to his car.
you're now 88 years old and you've reached Pluto. You've seen nothing. You're getting by on rations. You've barely got any water left. You're on your deathbed, Ben.
Yeah.
Space.
Is
But you
there
said
is there
all
like a
you.
point to this? Like,
Yeah, nothing is out there. There's nothing there. You're not gonna witness anything amazing or exciting.
I'm sorry,
in
but
space.
have
Yeah.
you been there?
And
I
No
know.
Man's Sky, is the perfect representation of a game with nothing in it. Just like real space, Ben. Just like real space, there is nothing in No Man's Sky.
okay. I think it's time for you to stop talking because you're attacking my soul right now. Okay, look,
This is
I
his life.
have come to terms with the fact that there will probably be no great space expedition type thing in my lifestyle, my lifetime.
I don't know, dude. I think there will be. It's just
I
not No
think
Man's
I
Sky.
think stuff will
They're
start
getting pretty
happening when
close.
I'm
in 5
when
to
I'm
10 years.
pretty old, right?
Mm.
But I don't like maybe they're gonna, go back to the moon, set up a fucking moon base, which I don't understand why they haven't done already, Like,
Because, dude, don't you know why they haven't gone back to Mars? I mean, to Mars. Well, actually, Elon Musk wants to send us to Mars. That's another story right there. But either way, okay. The reason we haven't gone back to the moon, and NASA has said this publicly, is because we don't have the technology for it.
did you
Because
say
they lost
Narcissus?
it. NASA.
Narcissus?
NASA.
Narcissus has
Narcissus-
told us that we can never go
Narcissus-
back.
NASA.
Narcissus has told us.
Let's not say it like that, yeah?
NASA.
Those Narcissus assholes told us that they lost the technology and we therefore cannot go back.
Where'd they lose
I
it?
mean,
They
just-
leave it there.
They lost it, dude. They just forgot, dude. They put it on.
Oh,
they put it on the
shit.
moon with them.
Okay,
They put it
well,
on
They
their
must have left it
moon
there for their
landing.
flag that we could never
there's
find.
there's some like stuff that I don't understand with that, right? So if you build this technology, you'd want
In
to
the
keep a
60s, in the
recording.
60s.
No, but you'd want to record like step by step of how you did this, so that if it did fuck off and break or like vanish, right, you could redo it. So why is that not a thing? How do you lose the technology but not have a backup?
Because
save file,
unfortunately, Ben, there was a great fire that burnt all the files, and then all of a sudden, weirdly, everyone died who was involved, just like to random fires, dude. Some people got shot, some people died in random fires. I mean,
He got shot, but then was on
just
fire. It's like crazy.
All these scientists, dude, they just can't stay away from the flames, dude. They're just like, oh, is that a fire I see? And they just walk into it every time.
Is that my rocket setting off? Let me walk into the fire. But,
as a rocket scientist, I am very intrigued.
Okay, but we're going off the point. And the point was
No Man's Sky is crap.
The point was, okay, I played No Man's Sky in VR, and it upset me the most. Like,
it was in VR.
No Man's Sky is in VR as well now. They like released it as a free thing, but on the PlayStation,
you'd have to.
It looks like utter dog doo-doo, right? It looks so bad, and it's made me not want to play No Man's Sky anymore, because like it's the first. I mean, okay, so when it first came out, right, they were like, "Oh, it's multiplayer. You can play with your friends." So
Lies.
Me, Icy, and my brother, right, we all got a copy, and we all tried to find each other, and then we found out that streamers went to the same planet, same time, you know, blah blah blah. Turns out that they lied, so everyone else quit, but I was like, dude, I still love this game. I'm gonna keep playing, and like even when that happened, I wasn't that disappointed because I still enjoyed the game. But then I tried to play it in VR. I was so disappointed and hurt because it looked like utter dog shit.
Isn't that because, okay, as far as I know, and I correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't VR technology use a different kind of rendering to GPUs because of like how they have to interpret the information? So therefore textures are all flat or something like this. Like you can't use bitmapping. Bitmapping doesn't exist in VR as far as I'm aware.
It's got to render it twice. That's the problem. Because obviously it's got to do it for both of your eyes. So it's rendering it from slightly different perspectives.
That's why they're downscaling it.
So they have to half the resolution to be able to get the same performance.
Because of the downscale, it's so bad. Like, playing Minecraft in VR would look way higher in quality. Like, playing on the default skin, no like mods or anything. Playing that in VR would look way nicer than what No Man's Sky did. Like it, unless it was right in front of my face, things were hard to see.
Yeah, I was yawning. Sorry, I was talking No Man's Sky. I can't handle it.
Oh, No Man's Sky.
So, PS5 virtual reality device 2 coming to a store near you. Not with No Man's Sky.
Jesus.
So let's just jump into this next topic. All right. So upcoming games. All right. Is there any upcoming games that you guys are looking
Upcoming
forward
as in,
to?
could it like just have been released, or is that what I mean?
I mean, yeah, we can talk about
something where
It's not
it's
upcoming, but I mean, talk about it anyway.
Okay, because
well,
like
it was
so,
like a few days ago.
So me and Noosh found this amazing game, right?
What do you mean found? TemTem is like a critically acclaimed, known game.
What do you mean?
I don't think it's that.
Hey guys, I just found this game. No one heard
game.
about it.
Well, I did just find it because I never heard about it. And I found it, and I was like, wow, this Pokemon-looking game looks amazing.
Nice.
And I told Noosh about it, and then after like 5 seconds of me telling Noosh about it, he bought it, and we were downloading it.
You know what's funny to me about TemTem, though? Is it's like TemTem made a real Pokemon game before Pokemon made
Oh, yeah.
a Pokemon game.
Like,
And
they've
there's
made something
multiplayer
that everyone's
co-op.
been asking for.
But
Nintendo been dropping the ball since the Nintendo 64.
Yep.
Shots fired. Shots fired. No, but so this.
I will give them points for the Switch though. That was
No,
good.
no,
So
look,
wait,
I'm
did
talking
they
about, I'm
actually-
talking about Pokemon. I'm talking about the
I
Pokemon
know, yeah.
franchise. Their last good Pokemon game was Pokemon Photo Shoot the photo, the photo, the Pokos with the photo shoot.
Well, you're utterly wrong. All right.
No,
I
dude,
played
did
that
you ever
once,
play
and
that?
it was horrible.
That
What
was the
Pokemon
best game I
Snap?
ever
I
played.
hated it.
What do you mean?
Are you talking
I
about
mean, I
Pokemon
hated
Snap?
it.
I took 100% quality photos all the
Oh,
time.
yeah,
My
yes.
Pokemon were the finest Pokemon in the club.
No.
Wow.
Okay, honestly, the best Pokemon, right? The best Pokemon game out there was probably Pokemon Emerald, and then close second, Platinum.
You know what? I didn't play after Yellow, and then the other one I played since Yellow.
Okay,
has
boomer.
been,
Wait, hang on,
What's
that's not
that?
the first one.
wasn't Red and Blue were dumbass. What do you mean?
But it's pretty. That was not far behind.
Yellow was the one after Red and
Yellow-
Blue. Yes.
Yeah, but yellow was not far behind them.
No, it wasn't.
So you never even played like Fire Red, Leaf Green. The like
Who? Gen 2. Can you imagine playing a Gen 2 Pokemon game? Can you imagine, dude?
What?
Generation 2 Pokemon? Oh my god.
about?
I played
You
all of
attack-
them. What do you mean? Can you
Yeah,
stop?
same.
But anyway, so this TemTem game, right? Dude, it feels so nice.
It does. It's smooth.
We were playing it. Last night before we jumped into Sayu's stream and started playing Fortnite with you guys. We were playing TemTem, and oh my god, the moves, the animations, right, for the battles look way better than anything Pokemon has done in a long time.
Yeah. No, I
The
gotta agree with that.
the field and the landscape look so much better than
I know you're
Pokemon
like
has
walking
done
through
in a
like
long
you're walking
time.
through the you're walking through the grass and you just see it just kind of moves. It's just like
Oh,
soft. It's
it looks
so-
like it's got a wind going through it, you know?
Mm,
Oh, very nice, very nice. So is it open world? Is it like instance based?
So
Like, how
it's
does it work?
it's still like Pokemon, right? So, you know, you've got your long grass that you walk in.
You still have that linear track you have to follow.
Yeah, and you've still got the world that's like basically a giant maze, you know.
yeah.
It's not super open world. There's still like borders and shit, and you've still gotta like work your way through the maze of the world, like you would in Pokemon. But honestly, yeah, like you said before, they have made a better Pokemon game, like an actual Pokemon game, before Pokemon has. Because
Which is amazing.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like Nintendo and AAA publishers in general need they need to be put in their place sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They need someone to that doesn't have the budget, that doesn't have the staff, that doesn't have the thing, make a better game than them, and then they're all like, oh, we kind of dropped the ball, guys. Like exactly. This is why I love the whole thing with Bethesda right now. Bethesda was like internet's favorite, other than obviously CD Projekt Red. But then they just started dropping the ball with after 76 and everything like that.
They started
then-
dropping the ball before 76.
Yeah, they did, but I just mean that was the real plummet, that was the real knife.
Oh
and
yeah,
then
it was.
and then Outer Worlds comes out, making the best Fallout game to ever be made from the original Fallout creators.
Honestly, it's
Like,
because
it's
they
so
changed engine. Like they
Yeah, I
weren't
know,
using
exactly.
a 20-year-old engine, so it feels good to play.
you want to make a new Bethesda game? Well, we made this engine in 1996 before there was even HD technology. Games didn't even run in HD back then.
Frame rate's locked to the game speed.
Oh.
But
Hey, can you imagine having a physics engine that it goes by your frame rate?
Ugh.
Kappa. Do you know in all Bethesda games, if you look at the ground, you run faster because of the
Wait,
way frames
what?
work and physics? Did you know that?
no,
Yeah, if you look at the ground, because there's less rendering, you will run faster.
That's because the frames would be higher.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
so dumb.
Because all speed is calculated by your frames.
All right, I'm doing that next time I go running outside.
HD engines, my
I'm
man.
gonna stare at the ground and just sprint and see how fast I can
Just- Please don't do it near a road.
go. Oh, dude, I'm
It's
doing
like-
it on the road, like in the
Imagine
center
playing,
of the
like-
road, where
You'll be
there's.
over-
Playing
overtaking cars.
Skyrim now or something.
I will be.
Like any of the older ones on one of the new graphics cards.
I will need a license for how fast I'll be running.
Wee woo, wee woo.
You put a license plate on the back of your shoe.
Bethesda will ban you for hacking. I'm sorry, your GPU's too powerful. Can you not play our game, please? You're making us look bad.
Speedrun all of the Fallout games. You just buy like the best
and Elder Scrolls.
You just buy the best like gear in PC, right?
Yeah.
And then you just speedrun all the Fallout games, get mad clout, you know?
Yeah.
And they get banned from ever playing a Bethesda game. But okay, so this TemTem game, right? I've played the new Pokemon Sword and Shield. Okay, that game. I was so excited for the huge open fields, but that's all it is. It's huge open fields. Like there's nothing there. It's got every Pokemon there, but there's also nothing. You know, it's like it's empty, it's bland. But
you know what's so weird? It's like when I see people play the game, I'm like, what you explain to me is like, are you just talking about No Man's Sky or?
Okay, fuck off. But like this TemTem game, right? It feels like the people from Pokemon just decided, I'm so done with making the same old bland gameplay that's just getting worse and worse over time, and I want to make a decent game. So they left, made this game in secret, threw it out there, right? To try and motivate the other people for Pokemon to make a decent game. Like, that's what it feels like.
That's what it looks like. As someone who's not played the game, only seen little bits and pieces, it looks like a Pokemon game is better than Pokemon.
Yeah.
It has the same field.
It's
the reason I don't play Pokemon games is because, like, honestly, after Yellow, I don't feel like I played. What is the more recent ones? I can't even remember what they're called, but I got that as
Sword
well.
and Shield.
Yeah.
Black and
The
White.
one before Sword and Shield. No, the one before
Moon.
Sword and Shield. Yeah, Sun and Moon. I played Sun and Moon as well. But like honestly, it just felt like I was playing like Red, Blue, or Yellow again. Like there's been no growth in the series at all.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, we add new Pokemon. It's like, but it's the same game from freaking 1992.
But then they try and change up the gameplay. Like in Sun and Moon, right? They changed the whole gym system. And it was so dumb.
I never even got that far in because I was already bored.
Dude, I got to like the third, fourth gym and I was like, I'm done with this. It's crap. I mean, the gym system in this, Sword and Shield, it's kind of nice. Except I wish the puzzles for the gym were harder. Because the puzzles in this gym...
okay, Mr. 200 IQ, maybe I'm out here struggling trying to solve this puzzle. Oh, okay, don't worry about it.
Okay, so in the old Pokemon games, right? You go and verse that electric gym, Lieutenant Surge. That puzzle was like, as a child, that puzzle was way more difficult than the puzzles in this game. They're not even puzzles at this point in Sword and Shield. They're just like a cool way to walk towards the gym, you know?
What does that even
Have
mean?
you gone back and done the other gym puzzles again? Because I reckon you probably find them just as easy.
Well, I mean, I've already done them, so I would know how to do them.
Yes, I know,
but like,
do you understand? Like, we were kids when we were playing that. So
yeah, I know,
it's gonna
but
be harder.
Like, when I'm looking at these puzzles, it doesn't look like a puzzle. Like before, they looked like puzzles, is what I'm saying. Like, one of the gyms, right? You're in this like fucking teacup, and you have to spin it to go left or right. And all you're doing is going down. You're going down, and you have to spin left or right to land on a bounce pad, which shoots you up, and then you just keep spinning. Like, that's all it is. It's just a movement thing now. It's not really a puzzle. Although there was the waterfall one, which was actually like a pretty decent puzzle.
Okay.
But
okay.
Yeah.
I didn't get that far.
Yeah.
I think I got my whole party to level 100 and stopped playing, and I got up to like the 5th or 6th gym. I was like, okay, I'm done. It's so easy now. Like, they introduced XP share for everyone. Like, all your Pokemon get XP shares, And so it's just like, okay, well, power level, easy peasy.
There's no more of that like random flipper fish in your inventory. Trying to get that king dragon fish, you know what I mean?
They didn't even have to come out and face the enemy. It's just
Yeah.
you could have one level 100 Pokemon and then all the rest like level 5, and you'd be leveling them all up.
Yeah, just power level them.
That's
And
cool.
They introduced this thing, right? Because they've got raids that you can do with 4 people or
Okay.
NPCs.
Okay. Raids. Okay.
Yeah, and it's just this giant Pokemon that you take turns like punching. They seem pretty easy.
So it's a gacha game.
Basically.
My favorite.
But once you beat a raid, you get these like XP candies, and they can make you go up like 10 levels. So with like 1 candy, so they've made leveling super easy.
No.
Yeah, but honestly, that TemTem game,
10.
yeah, dude, it's 10 out of 10. It's a really good game. It's a
I wouldn't give it 10 out of 10. It still needs.
Did you
a little
see
bit
that
of polishing.
tweet?
well, so far from what I'm playing, I would call it a 10
Did you
out
see
of 10.
TemTem's like tweet,
No.
like calling out their community? Yeah, it's pretty toxic.
Oh,
You guys
talking
gotta be
about
pretty
like
blown away.
it's not
How to pronounce the name.
TemTem,
Yeah,
it's not
it was beautiful.
TemTem, it's not
TemTem.
It's
not
TemTem.
10. It's not TemTem. It's TemTem. TemTem.
Tam.
it's TemTem.
TemTem.
Yeah, I saw that. I thought that was a fucking meme.
Yeah, that's funny. I lolled.
So now that we've spoken about and there is an amazing like customization in it. Me and Noosh had so much fun laughing about stupid jokes that we made on the customization.
Yeah.
Because you can customize your character, which honestly, Pokemon need to
10.
do. They need to stop
I don't know why they
giving.
don't.
They need to
Oh,
stop
you can
giving me
put
a
hat on.
set.
Which hat
Yeah.
do you want to wear?
Stop giving me a set build character. All right, you're not putting this character in the anime, so fuck off and let me create my own.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let me be
Like-
a Pokemans.
They let you pick outfits in your backpack, and
Yeah.
then you get to do like your running style.
And your skin tone, but
and
like.
your voice. Well, your voice is really a choice of 2, but that's
So, okay,
literally
okay.
all you get.
So in TemTem, right, there was one problem. I was clicking through. So you've got 2 voices for your character, and the first one, all like when I was clicking, all of the voice lines were just
Yeah.
And then the second one was like yeah, But the first one, like I spammed it for like 30 minutes. And it's just and it's like, come on, this can't be the voice. Like, what is this?
I
My
reckon
character's
everyone's
just
got
running
the
away.
second. Everyone must have picked the second because the first one just sounded like it was just one noise that he made the entire time.
It kind of reminds me of something. I'm gonna try to find it real quick. Keep talking.
But the customization, like right at the start, you can obviously, well, it looks like you can constantly change your outfit like through the whole thing. But the only thing that seems to be solid is like, well, I don't know. Actually, you might be able to change your hair, but when you go to customize, you don't get options to change your voice, hair, face, and walking style. I think it was walking, running style.
Yeah,
Mm.
it looks like, but like you
It
can
looks like
change
that
your
just
outfit.
stays.
You can change your outfit like just mid lobby. Not lobby, but mid game. Like we were running
long as you've
around,
got
and
the
then all of a
clothes
sudden,
on you,
Noosh
yeah.
just took all his clothes off.
I was like, oh, I wonder what to do. Yeah, I'm running around naked.
He was just running around.
And Venomous decides to get into a fight with someone, so we're both fighting, and I'm just standing there naked.
He's just standing there flashing everyone like, look at me! You want to taste my TemTem?
All right, I'm linking you guys a video.
All right,
okay?
all right, all right.
Alright,
Last
this is
last thing.
to do with quality video game voice acting. All right.
Okay,
This-
okay.
All right, watch that. Just click in like 21 seconds or 20 seconds, and just listen to like 5 seconds. This was a voice that was added to Final Fantasy 14 Shadowbringers with the Viera race.
21 seconds, you say?
About 20 seconds. Doesn't
Alright.
matter. The whole video is it.
All right. Okay. So the last thing I want to say on
What? That was in.
what is that? I had
Sounds
to.
like the voice actor hasn't had it filtered. Or
Ah,
anything.
ah,
It just sounds like
I had to deafen you guys so I could hear it properly, but I just burst out laughing. We will put this in the link. We will link this. This is so dumb.
It's been very much fixed. It was only there for like 2 days. It was like at launch. People choosing voice. I'm like, what the hell?
It's like they're
Ah.
it's like they're reaching climax, right? They're reaching climax every time they take a shot with their bow.
Yeah.
I hit you.
I don't,
I
We're
reckon
talking
the best.
the
best thing
demonic
we've learned
possession type. Just sitting there, arms flailing. And flying up to the roof.
Could you imagine, right? The wacky inflatable waving arm guys, right? Imagine those making sounds. It would just be whoa.
Every time it goes like up and down.
But oh, one of the
Stop that.
okay.
Still
The
repeating.
last thing I have to say on TemTem is me and Noosh found one of the coolest things that happens in it, right? So we both wanted to, because it's co-op, you run together, and if you find a wild TemTem, you fight it together. Or you could leave the party and fight it solo. But we both found this guy, and we were like, oh, we both want to catch it. So we both threw the TemTem version of a Pokeball, which is like a holographic card thing that absorbs them, or digital card. And so we both threw it, and they like clinked into each other and broke
Yeah.
instead of catching it. So it's like, no, we had to take it one at a time. So that was a pretty cool thing, and it made the sound like of
was
them
like,
hitting
ting.
together, and
Yeah.
it's like,
Oh.
you both threw it, it broke. Don't do it again. We're like,
don't fight over.
well, that's something you could learn. You know, that's a good learning experience. But that's pretty good, because I mean, in that new Pokemon with the raids, everyone can catch it, and it's like, it's one Pokemon. How is everyone catching this one Pokemon?
Dude, stop putting logic on my face. Okay,
No,
hurting
but
me.
it's okay. I'm sorry. All right, but
The one part I did like was when I was when one of my Temtems like fainted or died or whatever you call it in that. I was like, I wonder what happens if I select Venomous as Pokemon. And I sent Venomous as Pokemon out.
yeah, he sends out one of my Temtem, right?
Yeah.
And he's like,
Oh yeah.
he's like, oh, I've just sent one of yours out. I'm like, no, you didn't, right? And so I make my main one attack. He was my starter. He's like this fighting monkey, right? And then I make him attack, and then the next Pokemon comes up. It's like this toucan, right? And it says that I have to pick its moves. And I'm like, what the hell? You made my own one come out? Like, what? You just reach into my pocket, pull out my Pokeball, and throw my Pokemon out. It's like, what are you doing?
Temtem card.
Oh, my bad. Hang on. You can't get me to like correct myself when you're out here calling it Pokemon, right?
Yeah, I know, but it's so hard because it's just like
It's Pokemon.
it's blatantly obvious it is. It's like
It's Pokemon.
It's like every time someone says this, Nintendo's case gets bigger. You know what I mean?
oh,
Like,
yeah.
Nintendo's just there, like recording all this. Okay, this person said it's Pokemon. Okay.
So we'll
They
get
just
the
sit
money.
they're gonna be sitting
there.
there on Twitch going, okay, every time someone
What?
calls it Pokemon, we get
How
$1.
many
We
Pokemon
get
clones
$10,000.
Nintendo already brought down.
But okay, so we spoke a lot about TemTem. Were there any more upcoming games or recently released games that you guys were looking forward to? Like, I know that all you do is want to play Fortnite now, social. But is there any other game Is there any other game that you are interested in?
Honestly, I'm excited for the same one that everyone's excited for. Okay. I don't even need to say it. Of course.
27.
What else would I be excited? Yeah. What else? Is there other video games? You know what's annoying to me? Okay. I'm going a little tangent here.
Okay.
Okay, we've been doing tangents this whole thing, but go for it.
Everyone's like, oh, all these video games are being delayed right now. Oh my god, it's so good because like they can like finish and polish them. It's like I guarantee you that yes, they are finishing and polishing them, but the main reason they're all being delayed is because of the next generation of consoles coming out. And I guarantee you, Last of Us 2 will drop with a PS5. That's the only reason it was delayed. It's delayed so it can be dropped with the PS5. Because think about it, they need to sell consoles, right? If they drop out the PS5 and there's no exclusive big title that anyone's excited about, no one's gonna buy it. I was gonna flip and buy it, not me. But if they drop it with Last of Us 2, can you imagine?
Yeah, I mean that they always have done that though.
Exactly. That's why everyone's talking about how.
Except for COD, they released COD on like.
Yeah, but
so with
that's
the PS3
that's
and
not
PS4.
Exclusive though. COD's not an exclusive.
Yeah, I know, but like with the oh, they did the same thing I think with The Last of Us, the first one. They released it on PS3.
I think they did.
And then they re-released it with PS4.
It did re-release with PS4, but that was like a year or two even after the initial release. Well, we're talking like the PS5's due out this year, and now, Last of Us 2 has been pushed back to later this year. It's like interesting.
But,
yeah, no.
yeah.
Is that an unconfirmed release date for the PS5? Could be, but they'll probably change it again. Like honestly, I think it's just like they're just putting it back just to get it like on the back burner for now, so they can polish it up for the PS5. Because I said, like, can you imagine the sales if The Last of Us 2, like one of the most critically acclaimed games ever, drops at the same day as the PS5? The sales would be phenomenal.
Have they released like any images off the PS5? Because I haven't seen anything.
But
before.
there is
They've only got the
on
concept.
that. Sorry.
It's only the concept one.
Yeah, they haven't even have they shown that? Have they shown the concept? I didn't realize. But I know they've got a conference coming up soon in February, I believe it was. That it's speculated that's when they're going to announce not only the PS5 but also that VR headset.
I just typed in PS5, right? And it sent me straight to the Oculus. It's like, oh, that's one way. That's one way to make money. It's like,
what? I do not believe that for a second.
That's everywhere. Everyone's saying it's the concept.
It's so ugly. I hope not.
I
much prefer.
Why is
I much
that?
prefer the Xbox Tower.
Dude,
Yeah.
you could literally put like popcorn in the middle of that and make yourself some popcorn.
You can wrap it on the back of your car and call it the DeLorean. What do you mean?
Oh my god. Oh wow, that's actual. Okay, that I hope that is not the concept.
Yeah, I hope it's not it.
I hope that's just a meme.
Interestingly, talking about the PS5, right? So a employee of an SSD company, ex-employee of Fission has come out saying that he's the one who designed the new Xbox's SSD, and apparently it's literally clocks in at half the speed. So its read speed's at 3.7 gigabytes a second for writing. So it reads at 3.7 and then it writes at 3 gigabytes per second. Where the SSD that Sony have already released that they've got on theirs is a 980 Pro, which has a maximum read speed of 6 gigabytes per second. So it's literally twice as fast. The PlayStation 5's hard drive speed, which is interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not bad. That's not bad.
Food for thought. Do you know what's funny? I've always been a PlayStation guy over an Xbox, always. But I am legit more excited for the new Xbox than I am. And I don't even own an Xbox One. And I am more excited for the new Xbox than I am the PS5.
Why is that?
Mainly because of the fact that they're going PC ways. So if I buy a game on Xbox, right, I get it on PC.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You know, and so I got the couch gaming, and also they're they're just the fact that PS5 hasn't really been doing anything. Like PlayStation haven't been saying anything, haven't been doing anything. They've kind of been dropping the ball lately as well, with just like everything. So it's like, I don't know, man. Right now, I'd probably if I was right now had to choose between the Xbox and the PS5 of the things that we know, I'd go to the Xbox, and that's weird for me because I've always been a PlayStation guy.
Interesting.
Hmm. Hmm.
Interesting. Interesting.
Hmm.
All right. So, no one's got really any upcoming games they're looking forward to? Because I know that.
Look,
I don't really have anything. Like I've kind of learned to not get my hopes up about games, mainly because of what was it? Dead Island 2.
I get it.
No.
Oh,
Dead
what's
Island
wrong
2.
with Dead Island 2?
I've still got a pre-order for Dead Island 2. When it first was
edition,
announced.
Yeah, when the LA one. Yeah.
I've still got it. And
That was like
I
how
should
many
get my
years
money
ago
back.
Was that like 8 years ago?
Oh, yeah, like 8-9 years ago. Like,
Yeah.
and the worst part is, when I pre-ordered it, that was before they started doing like the $10 deposit pre-orders. So I paid the full $100 price for the pre-order.
That's insane.
And they haven't released it. Are they still releasing it? What's going on with it? And it hurts every time.
Do you know the timeline with it?
Is
It
you
got
paying for
cancelled.
next
It was
gen?
actually cancelled. So the one we saw originally at the E3, it was cancelled. And the developer company that was making the game, because it wasn't them that were making it, they outsourced it, and they decided that they weren't happy with the direction it was going, and they canceled the entire game.
Wow.
And then I think it was like 2 years after that, they started working on it themselves, or they outsourced it again. I'm not sure, but either way, the game that we're getting, the new 2 one, is not the same one that we saw at E3 a long time ago. It's a completely different game.
That's upset me.
But if that's the PS5 controller, I just sent the PS5 controller.
That's the rumored
Interesting.
one.
Interesting.
I don't know how I feel about a screen on it though, because
Weird, because it's taking me away
you-
from looking
you
at the
know-
other screen.
I mean,
plus, imagine the life of the battery out of that now. You've now got a screen.
I
on
feel
there.
like
Especially
you
the
shouldn't
controller
put.
battery's life always bad.
I feel like there shouldn't be screens on controllers. Like, if anything, people should have learnt from the Wii U that it won't last. No one's gonna want it.
And there's only going to be like certain things where you actually can use it as well. Like, you might have like a quiz game. Yeah, maybe it might work. But
well, the thing is also
your everyday games.
Yeah,
well, that's it. Third-party developers aren't going to want that kind of thing, because then they have to change their game based on what console is releasing. Yeah, it's annoying.
I mean,
something else for them to worry about.
Yeah.
You know, you remember that touchpad, right, on the PS4, the touchpad controller
that no one uses other than picking it for the map.
when the console first came out, right, people used to use it to actually do things. Like, you'd slide left on it,
it's
and
super cool.
It would do something.
Yeah.
But people just stop using it. Like, you push it now, and it's just like, bring up your map. You know, you push the top of it and does something else.
It's because you got to move your whole hand to use it.
And it's the same with the motion controls in it.
Do it.
Remember the PS4 or the DS4 technically it's got motion controls in it. So if you like move it left and right, your PlayStation can recognize that. So like what's that game? Uncharted, for instance. Like if you are on a balancing beam, you have to like keep the controller flat. If you like move it left and right, your character like wobbles left or right. So you have to like use that to balance him. Right?
Oh man, that messed me up in Until Dawn.
But a lot of people don't even know that's a thing, because like so many people don't use it. But again, that's just an example of like having, like, we're paying for these expensive controllers that have this crazy technology that no one uses. So what's the point?
We're greedy and selfish, and
Other news, I'm super excited for. Oh my goodness!
oh, I hate
I'm
you so
super
much.
excited.
Noosh. I hate you so much.
Check the release date.
Noosh has just posted an image of Dead Island 2, with a pre-ordered pricing
Check
And
the
it
Did you see
says
the date?
it says coming
the date.
December the 31st, 2098.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude! I'm gonna get my money's worth.
At this rate, it's going to be delayed longer than Duke Nukem Forever.
That legit was on the bottom of the site, but I was.
It'll probably be just as good, to be honest. Critically acclaimed game, wasn't it? Oh, do you remember Duke Nukem Forever, dude? Best game ever played. Worth the wait.
Worth the wait.
So,
Oh, that was.
but,
that was such a. Oh.
Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 2 has been delayed to February 20th, and I'm actually super excited because new physics engine.
mm, yes,
Man,
I can't wait. I know we
I
talked
can't-
about it last night, but I can't wait for the Bethesda launch of the new engine. Right, like I want it to be
Bethesda?
so.
What?
The Bethesda launch,
Bethesda
you know,
style
the
launch is
Bethesda
fantastic.
style, right,
Oh.
of the new
Yeah.
Fortnite. Like, I want some wacky shit to go on, you know.
Mm.
Like,
Honestly,
I want
man,
to
same.
open doors and get crushed by random cars, you know.
Just
I want-
anvils around every corner. Anvil, anvil, anvil.
or like open a door and it glitches so hard that it like shuts back on me, slaps me, and
Yeah,
deals damage. You know, I want stupid stuff like that to
yeah.
happen.
Mammoths falling from the sky. Yeah,
Or
yeah.
like
honestly,
once you
honestly-
land on you like you jump out of the battle bus, right?
Yeah.
You're going straight to the ground. You're gliding to pick up. Oh, you see a blue pump, right? You see some
yeah.
other people going for it. You land, and then all of a sudden you're shot back into the sky and slammed down to the ground.
Because someone's opened a door into you. and-
Yeah.
Can you imagine? You go to like pick up a gun, right? You go to pick it up. It flies because you know how they like fly at you when you pick them up.
Yeah.
But because the physics instant, it smacks you and knocks you into the sky, and you die.
And all of a sudden, you're back in the battle bus.
Physics
Oh.
engines are always scary. Can you imagine? No wonder it's been delayed so much. Now it explains why this has been the longest season. Because like reworking of physics of it's the whole engine. It's the whole way the physics of the entire game works. It's a big deal.
I can't wait.
It's like it literally
It
could kill
really
their game. This could
Yeah.
be the thing that it could be the thing that
The only Fortnite killer is
actually-
Fortnite.
yeah, exactly. But that's one of the reasons
um,
why I do love Fortnite. I do think Fortnite is like the most successful game in like recent times because like they do take these chances. Like how many games release updates every week, and then on top of that, like
Constantly.
delete their entire map,
Yeah.
bring the game down for 3 days with no explanation, come back and there's a entire new map that no one expected. You know what I mean? Like it's big changes that like a lot of people hate, a lot of people don't like it, but it keeps interest there and it keeps me playing the game because it's like it's cool. Like for me, as like what I want out of a game, like I know a lot of the pros in the scene are like, oh, it changes. I need to readjust. Oh, what's the new meta? But dude, who cares? Just shoot kids, okay? It's what the game's about, shooting children.
But there is one thing that's like annoyed me with the new Fortnite season is the stupid like skill-based matches, right?
Oh yeah.
Because it's okay, we play on OCE, like we play on the Australian server, and it's already really small, but then they've gone and divided it with skill-based search. So we have a lot, like we have like 80% of the lobby are bots. It just
yeah.
it's not enjoyable for me. That's one
I
of
mean,
the
that's
only
partly
things
because
that I
you're
don't
a
like.
bot and you're being put with bots. Like as you go up the tiers, there's like less bots. But like when you're a base player, like you know, you've just started out the game, Ben. You've just installed it for the
Okay.
first time, right? You've never got a kill. I mean, you'll get that first kill, Ben. Right? Just wait, you'll get it. You'll be put with actual players then.
I feel so attacked, but then like I've seen your gameplay on Fortnite, so I don't feel so bad. You know?
Oh, okay.
But okay, so next topic. Mobile games. Right? Is there any mobile games that you guys are like super enjoying?
Well, sorry, Social Guy.
No, you go. I'm done. I'm gonna rant in after.
I was only going to have a rant that we were trying to find a game to play the other night that, you know, that that's fun to play. That's not like a massive grind and not pay to win.
Or
And
also dying, because we
what
got
do you
into
mean
this.
dying?
We got into this game. I mean, it's not a mobile game, but we got into this game a while ago. Battle Royale, and
That's a
after
mobile
like
game.
2 streams of it, I just had people come in and going, all these players in the game are bots because the game's dead. No one plays this game anymore. It's actual dead. And then, like, after that, it was just like, oh, well, now I gotta find a game I enjoy that's not dead.
But it's actual fun. I don't
Yeah.
understand why it died.
It's a great
Like,
game. But,
It's good fun.
so, like, after that, me and Noosh were just talking. It was like, all right,
I
good
think
mobile games. We need a good mobile game. Because I was talking
I
about that.
personally think the reason why Battle Royale doesn't work, right, is because you're forgetting something. And it's called League of Legends. And
Yeah,
like
but it's a different
they
play
have
style.
no, you know, I get that, but it's like they've taken League of Legends, right? Because I mean, Battle Royale, or the original one of whatever it was, is basically just like another style of League of Legends, right?
Yeah,
Which
true.
didn't
Without
succeed.
without
It-
the whatever you call the little minion things walking around.
Yeah, but I just mean it's like it's a very similar kind of concept, and it didn't work. So you've got this dead game. So then they've gone like, well, what if we make it a VR? And it's still a dead game because no one liked the original.
Yeah, when
Everyone's
someone
still
pointed
playing
out-
League of Legends.
someone pointed out when I was playing, that because I was like, oh, why didn't they, try and get some of the league players or like some of the big MOBA players to play this? It could revive the game. And someone was like, they did. Actually, when it was first released, they sponsored a bunch of league players, like Tyler won, and I was like, oh, so that's why it's dead, because they're clearly not playing it anymore. Like,
It's kind of like, it's so funny, right? This is like crazy to me, right? But like the Apex, developers, lol. Okay, I'm just gonna hate on a lot of people's favorite game right now. How they pay the Fortnite community streamers to come over and play their game. And then they take that money, they play that game for that one day, and they never touch it again. Rinse and repeat. And then more than I have the Fortnite developers who pay the Fortnite community to promote their own game. It's crazy. It just blows my mind how developers keep trying to like bring people over other than supporting their own community. I just feel like, right, there's a lot of big Apex streamers, right? But instead of paying the big Apex streamers who are grinding their game and putting in effort, they pay Fortnite streamers who aren't interested in it to try to bring more traction in. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just, to me, it's
I know
like
what you mean. Yeah,
It's
because if
a
they started,
if you just boast your own community first and get people excited in your own community, other than trying to get Fortnite kids in your game who aren't interested in it, clearly, because Apex is free, Fortnite's free. I can guarantee you pretty much everyone that's played Fortnite has played Apex, and vice versa.
okay,
yeah.
okay.
No, I reckon that's right. But I do agree with you though. If they put their money in their community, that might actually pull those Fortnite players over because they go, oh, there's money over there. Like,
Exactly. But why would you play their game when they're not even going to support you? They're going to support a random Fortnite player.
But what they found out is, oh, if I play Fortnite, they're going to pay me to come back.
Exactly.
So why would I stay there? They're not going to
If they
pay
want-
me.
Exactly. It's like, I don't want to play their game, and they'll pay me to play it. So
Yeah.
why would I play their game?
All right,
Because
well,
they'll just pay me
I
to do it
feel-
anyway.
I feel like we've gotten real off topic, because
Not really.
we were meant to be talking about mobile games, and then we went to Battle Royale, then to League, then to Apex and Fortnite. Like,
to mobile games.
And I still don't have a mobile game to play.
Destiny
yeah,
Child. Destiny Child. Here's the thing. You guys
Okay,
are
but-
wrong.
okay,
Because
no,
what no. Let me talk, okay?
okay.
Here's what you guys are doing wrong. Because this is what I was doing wrong when I started playing mobile games, right? I started playing all these mobile games, all these like AFK mobile games, right? And I'm like, this isn't a video game. This isn't fun. This is a real game. I'm a gamer ready to real video game to play my mobile phone. Why can't they just make a mobile game? And then you know what happened? This game came out called Black Desert Online. Okay, the MMO version, which is basically exactly the same as the mobile, as the PC version, right? pretty much the same, just downsized, and they've instanced it instead of being open world, right? It's not doing very well. I played it. I played it 5 minutes. I uninstalled it. Do you know why? Because you don't want that experience on a mobile. Because do you know why? I'll answer the question very simply of why you don't want a functional game on your mobile. And that is because why the fuck would you play a game like that on your mobile when you can play it on your PC? Why? Why would I ever play that on my mobile when I can use it on my PC?
But that's not what we're talking about. I mean, you make a good point. Like, you make a good point. But, like, a mobile game to me is something along the lines of,
it's something I can
you
sit on the toilet and play.
That's what I do with Destiny's Child. I don't know what you guys mean. So I log into Destiny's Child.
but that game feels so slow.
Are you playing it at times 3? No, Destiny's like, it's literally like, okay, I'm collecting cute girls. Okay, I upgrade them. I level them. You just literally sitting there, you're just grinding resources, grinding things to unlock more. I mean, it's all it really is. It's like, it's just a gacha game. But it's the reason I like Destiny Child over all the other gacha games is you don't need to pay. Like, I honestly, the weird thing about Destiny's Child, right, is it's almost bad to pay because, like, you get everything in that game for free. Like, whenever a new character comes out, everyone gets it. You do the event, everyone gets it, and you'll generally get it multiple times, right? So you can, like, because basically how the game works is like you get a hero, right? And then you can uncap them up to 6 times. So if you get that character 7 times in total, then you have like a max capped character. So they have the highest potential, right? But to buy anything in this game costs like $70, right? And that will give you like next to nothing. It won't give you the character. That's not true. They've changed it slightly, so now you can get the characters and stuff for a very expensive price. But again, why would I pay $70 for one slot of that character when I'm guaranteed to get it 3 times in the event? You know what I mean? Like, the problem with the game is it's too fair. They give you too much. So it's like, I don't want to spend money in the game because it's too rewarding, if that makes sense.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, like, it's a good concept and all for a game. Like, I like the concept. But, like I said, trying to get into it and start playing it, so slow and boring to me.
If you don't like the story, then yeah, it's a very story-based game.
Oh, okay.
But, like,
I gotta try it, I suppose.
I love it. I love it. Everyone in this household, myself, Hatter, and Sayu, play it every single day.
oh yeah,
all of our main mobile games.
Noosh was telling me that like, he's come over and you'll see all the mobiles like just sitting around
plugged into the wall,
playing the game, right? Just on the auto ×3.
So no. So here's how it works. Here's how Destiny Child works, right? So you've got your dailies, okay? And your dailies you just kind of want to do for the rewards, right? They're not that hard. If you have a decent team, you'll get through them, right? We're all basically end game. So it's like we just do them to get them done. You know what I mean? Like, none of us care. It's not challenging. But like in PvP, for instance, or like world bosses or events, you need to like be more engaged. You can, like, there's literally builds which are designed to be AFK builds, so you can just go fight and then they'll do it. But there's a lot of like, if you want to do like the high tier stuff, like with lots of damage and have it done, like put out, like basically be one of the best players at the game, you need to play the game. You can't just go on auto.
Okay. I mean, yeah, that's like, that's with any of those games, right? Because being on auto is not going to make the smartest decisions. It's just going to make the fastest ones.
Yeah. In this, it literally
makes you lose a lot. Like, actually, further in.
Exactly.
It makes you lose a lot. So you have to actually turn that off and focus. Otherwise, you know, you're going to start losing unless you're super overpowered.
And as you get up in PvP as well, it's very important to do that.
Which I like. Like, I've played a lot of games like that. But most of them, right, will have some type of pay to play, like not pay to play but pay to win aspect, which really annoys me.
Though. I hate that, dude. I hate that so much.
But also the energy system, right? I don't want to play a game. Like, I know they have the energy system because it it tries to addict you to play the game, come back to it. But to me, if there's an energy system, once I use my energy, because at the start of the game, they always like stack you up with so much energy, right? You get like 700 out of 25. But once I've used all that, and then it comes down to like, oh, I have 30 out of 30 energy. Once I use that 30, then I can't play it for like another 3 hours. And that gets on my nerves because I never play the game. Like, I invest all this time, but then as soon as it comes down to like, oh, you can only play every 3 hours because you've used your energy, or you can pay money,
agree.
and then I delete it. And it's like, I've come across so many games that I've enjoyed, but they deal with that, and so I'm done. Like,
Destiny Child doesn't have that issue. That's probably the reason I play so much. It gives you like, okay, I'm end game, right? I'm end game. The cap for my day, like the maximum stamina I can earn at any time is 314, right? I have 4,600 and I've been grinding this event. And the event costs 30 stamina every time. And I'm like at the end of this event with like 5 days left of it. It's like Sayu has over 10,000 stamina. There's like, stamina is not an issue in this game. You can burn it if you wanted to, like, because the only reason in Destiny Child, right, that you want to burn stamina is if you want to level people. So it's like, if you got a whole bunch of people you want to level, you can just put them in auto and just like grind one of the fights, right, and just leave it on forever, and that will eventually deplete all your stamina. But you get like 1,000 stamina every day just off doing your dailies, which is more than the cap. You know what I mean? So it's like, I completely agree. I hate, like, I was playing this game. It was not The Last of Us. It was The Walking Dead. It was one of the Walking Dead mobile games, right? And I really enjoyed it. I was having so much fun. It was a turn-based one. You collected your heroes, you leveled them up. There was heaps. There was the full comic cast, and there was huge, right? But I could only play like 5 rounds, and then I couldn't play it for like 6 hours. And like, I just stopped playing it. Even though I loved the game and I really enjoyed the gameplay, I just stopped playing it because I was like, I want to play it, but the game won't let me play it. You know what I mean?
yeah,
I don't. What are you doing? But again, I feel you, man. That's one of the reasons why I do love Destiny Child, because it doesn't really have that issue. Like, it can have that issue, and I have burned all my stamina before, but honestly, it takes one day, and then I'm like, have way more than I need again. You know, and then it's like you just do your dailies for a couple days, like, because a lot of the events don't, like this event that's happening right now, which is a story-based event. Story stuff costs stamina. So every time I run it, it costs me 30 stamina, right? But normally when there's like a world boss or a raid boss, which is like your other events. So basically there's 3 events. There's a story event, there's a world boss event, and there's a raid event, okay? World bosses, you need like 4 full squads. Raid bosses are just really hard, and you're basically just trying to do as much damage as you can. And then you have your story event, which is just a little side story about one of the characters, right? And so the world boss and the raid ones don't cost any stamina. There is no stamina cost, and they're my favorite ones. And you can't just grind it all day long. Like, you do have like a set, like I think it's like you get a total of 6 tickets, and it takes 2 hours for 1 ticket to reset. But again, it's just like, because it's like, it's the kind of game you play while you're pooping, right? Like, I poop probably twice a day at the moment, right? I'm pooping a lot right now. Sometimes 3 times a day. I don't know what's wrong with me. Anyway.
getting old, dude. Getting old.
Anyway, so it's like perfect for me, right? Because like, you know, I might go start cooking dinner, right? So I'll open my game. I'm like, oh, cool. I got like 2 tickets. So I'll burn 2 tickets, right? And then burn those tickets, put my phone down. And then all of a sudden, like, I pick my phone up, 2 hours have passed. Oh, cool. Another ticket, right? Put that on. Then go watch a couple movies. And then it's like, oh, I got like 3 tickets now. So like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's paced really well where I'm always playing this game and I never feel like it's too much. I will say though, about 2 weeks ago, I was getting bored. Like, I was straight up getting bored of Destiny Child, and I've been playing this game every day for about 4 months now. But then because basically how it worked, right, is you have your summons where your typical gacha thing where you summon your 10 girls, and then, but they had a limited pool. So basically, even though there's 600 heroes in the cast, there's only about 100 in the public pool. And then the other ones were all locked behind like a currency that is very rare to get in game or you need to buy, right? But then in December of last month, they actually released the pools and put every single hero in every pool. So it's like now you can still use the gems to buy specific types, but it's a lot more refined. And then you can, use your normal ones to get every single cast member. So it's like, it's so good. It's so good, man. I love Destiny's Child, right? It's a great game. All right, if you want to play a mobile game, try it. All right, it's not for everyone, but it's like my favorite.
I'm definitely gonna have to try it because at the moment I've only really got solitaire though.
Oh my god.
Okay, boomer.
all right.
I already had this conversation with Noosh. I'm like,
what do you mean?
I'm like, wow, dude, you have solitaire and not spider solitaire. Like, come on.
No,
dude.
it is spider solitaire. Sorry.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Hey
No,
guys,
but,
boot up some Minesweeper. What did you join in?
Like,
Hey, you level up when you win.
level up. I feel so accomplished right now. So, like, some of the mobile games that I've come across that are decent, right? Plants vs Zombies, always. Like the old Plants vs Zombies game, dude. I can never stop playing that. Like, I'll jump on that every now and then and just like
I've
dominate
never
the zombies.
actually played it.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Really? It was.
Yeah.
Yeah, never played
It's
it.
actually like a nice game.
I played the shooter one they did.
Oh,
I
the
tried
Garden
that.
Warfare.
Yeah,
The-
that was fine. That
game
was fun.
Oof, that
I
game was
had
good.
fun with it. But, yeah.
No,
Love that
I
game.
didn't play any of them.
Mm.
Oh wow. Okay. Well.
Did you
Anyway,
guys ever
but-
play Ragnarok M, a mobile game?
No.
That one I really liked. It's exactly like what I was saying before about like it's a PC game on mobile, and it was really good, right? And actually, I would recommend it for the first 40 levels, and then I'd say uninstall it.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, I want something that will keep me going even past
Yeah.
the first like 40
Yeah.
levels. You know.
It's just like because you hit level 40, right? And you're like, then you unlock a new class, right? You're like, whoa, got this new class, got these new moves, and then you kill a guy, and you don't see any XP change. And you kill a guy, and your bar still looks as smooth. Then you've killed 500 enemies, and then all of a sudden you see 1 pixel change, and you're like, oh. And then 2 days later of playing the game constantly, you've got no missions left. All your quests are done. You've done everything the game has to do. You're just literally doing dailies now. And then you look at your bar and you're almost quarter of the way through. And you're like,
Yeah.
I'm uninstalling this game. It's like, it was so good. It literally was so good. But then it has this brutal, hard
Level system.
leveling cat. Like, yeah. It's just, and you go to like level 120 or 160 or something. I'm like, what? Like, how? Why? Who would put themselves through that pain? It sucked too because I said it's got quests like the whole time you get up to 40, right? You got quests the whole time and you're doing them the entire time. You're doing quests, you have things to do, you have all this stuff, and then it just stops. It's disappointing.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I'm glad I never played it then.
Mm.
But, like,
Something to rage about?
like one of the oldest games that I still have on mobile that was like a once a day thing. You know how you had like Clash of Clans and stuff. You had to spend money to build something, like in-game money to build something, and then you have to wait like 7 hours for it to build. The only game that I still have that was like that is Dragon Veil. Right? Did you guys ever play Dragon Veil?
No.
No.
Oh my god, it's basically you just making dragons breed with each other to then get different dragons, and that's it. Like, that's all it is. I still have that on and I play it every now and then, but like
Oh my god.
I don't know why I do it. Like, it's just a habit. Log in every morning, just do it. But like games like that annoy me, you know? Like, I want something enjoyable. And I mean, I've played a few, like, okay, so auto chess I used to play a lot of, but then I found out they had it on League and stuff. And like when I'm playing auto chess on mobile, people are literally like so bad. It gets so boring winning too much, you know. So that also makes me stop playing.
Yeah.
And then I mean, Battle Breakers I play on mobile, but it's also on PC. So it's like, you know,
I
just play it
didn't
on PC.
realize. I did not realize this, but I was gonna get Battle Breakers when it came out. I don't really care about it now. Honestly, I don't really have time to play it. But I did not realize that. I didn't think Fortnite or Battle Breakers was on Android because I been trying to find it for ages, and like no one really talks about it. But so because Fortnite has basically their in-game currency, right? Apparently Google basically wanted that money. So they were charging like apparently a lot of money for like Epic to be able to put their game on there because they wanted to take money from. So, okay, the problem is, right, Sony had the same problem, but Sony apparently Epic just pays Sony a bunch of money to make the issue go away. But basically, because you can buy currency on PC for your account, right? And then I can go on mobile or Switch or PlayStation or Xbox. I can go on any of them, right? And then use those skins that I bought on PC, pissed off like a lot of companies because they're like, oh, but we're not making money off that. You know what I mean? Because you're using a skin you bought on PC on Xbox or on PlayStation or on mobile. And apparently Google was like really adamant that they wanted that money. So Epic put out their own launcher, like own app. So you actually have to download the Epic app and then you can download Fortnite off their app because Google wouldn't let them put it on the store without, because again, of that whole problem of they wanted to make money and they didn't want people to be able to buy skins and then use those skins on their platform. Yeah, I know, right?
Like, oh, you want the money? You're being too greedy. Lol, get fucked. We're doing our own way.
So how much were they asking? Because they paid out PlayStation to make it happen. So they must have been asking a lot because the mobile market's huge. So they must have been asking something ridiculous.
Yeah, since we're on the topic of mobile games, how the hell, like, I've been watching like YouTubers and stuff and just listening to what they say, right? And they've spoken about sponsorships they get, like, because sponsorships are like 80% of their money, right? Making content. Apparently mobile sponsorships are like double than what normal sponsorships pay. Like, how are these mobile games got this much money to just throw at people
mobile
to
games
play?
are the most profitable. Mobile games make more money than any other video game.
I know that, but like, you see these games, right? You play these games, and it's like, wow,
you uninstall them.
I don't want to play this for more than 20 minutes.
Exactly.
The tutorial goes for 3 hours. You know, I don't have any abilities or anything to play. It's like, spend $100 so that you can upgrade and like get the beginning kit so you can play the game. It's like,
I
no.
swear to you, 99% of the mobile game market is literally there to prey on people who don't have very good self-control and things like that, and just like prey on like mums and like people that like don't really keep up with like what's kind of acceptable in gaming. You know what I mean? Like they just think, $20. Oh, I get this. Oh, this is cool. You know what I mean? Oh, $100. Oh, well, why not? I play this game a lot. It's like, but they don't realistically have like an expectation of like how expensive that is in comparison to other options, I guess. Like, because it doesn't make sense to me either. Like I said, like Destiny's Child, like I'm like, why would I ever buy this stuff? Like here's the thing about Destiny's Child. I want to spend money on their game. I want to. I would love to spend money. I would love to, buy, a monthly thing on it and like give them a little bit of support, like $5-10 here and there every month. Like whatever, dude. That's cool to me, but no, I'm not spending $60. Get out of here.
Okay, so imagine Destiny Child, right? It had a competitor game. Would you take a sponsor from the competitor game to then like stop playing Destiny Child.
Well, funny you say that. Destiny's Child developers are actually working on their own competitive game to compete with their own game. So yes.
It's
So
like,
they're gonna pay you not to play their game.
Dude, the
well
thing is,
done.
okay. I would talk about sponsorships. I would take sponsorships, but only ones that like don't be like only ones I fully support. No, I'd take sponsorships. I'd like play games that I wasn't really interested in. Right, I do all that.
I mean, that's what people
But I
do.
just mean, like, yeah, I mean, but I wouldn't take things that I like. Okay, so for instance, right, if I ever was in a situation where like companies were reaching out to me to be like, hey, take our sponsorship, like Razer, like if Razer hit me up or HyperX or someone hit me up, I'd be like, hell yeah, right? Asus, hell yeah, Rob, get me in there right now. But if Logitech ever hit me up, I would turn them down so hard. I would write them an entire email disgracing their products and the quality of their builds. It's for me, it's build quality. And Logitech makes plastic. Thanks for all this plastic devices. I remember once when I was bought my Astros, right? I was at the store and there was the brand new Logitech headset that everyone was hyping about. I was like, this is Logitech's best headset that entered the surround sound realm. It's crazy good. And I picked it up and the plastic creaked. You know that cheap plastic creak? It's just like, and I'm like, what the hell? And then like the plates, like the ear pods, like literally are just free swinging, like they're just like wobbling. You know what I mean?
Oh.
And then I pick up the Astros, and it's like hard and it's heavy, and there's no squeaking or moving. It's just like solid, and it's like all the pieces come apart. So if anything breaks, it's like you can easily replace the part, etc., etc. And then you got the Logitechs, which were they were like a third of the price, like, but that was their best headset. And I'm like, I'm done. I'm just so done with you, Logitech. I am so done. Why is anyone praising this? Oh, it sounds really nice. It sounds really nice. Okay. If you're on a deep budget and you're buying your first gaming headset, yeah, get it. Okay. Get
Buy a Turtle Beach instead.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, dude. Dude, you buy Skull Candy or whatever it is.
Oh yeah. Okay, but like Logitech, all right. If this does reach your ears, don't take anything he's saying. All right, just I will take your money.
We're not
all
all
right?
saying.
Okay,
I will take your
webcams,
money.
though, Logitech, your webcams are fine.
Oh
Right?
yeah,
Good job.
they're
with
good
webcams.
at webcams.
Good webcams. Everything else trash.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Keyboards, mice, headsets.
But I'll take your money
Leave
though.
it-
you know?
But you know what's funny though? Logitech bought Astro. Logitech own Astro now.
Oh well, I'm so glad I bought my Astro headset ages ago.
Yeah. Like honestly, as long as they keep with Astro's like quality, that's fine. I'm all for Logitech. Take the money, but you independently, I'm not pushing your products. All right, I will push your subsidiary products or whatever they are.
Lovely.
God.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Saying that, I actually don't have anything Logitech.
Yeah, because
Oh,
it's
no,
not,
the
and
speakers
you
on my
have.
desk are.
But
The
let me,
speakers
but
on my
Nush,
desk.
I can guarantee you. Have you owned a Logitech keyboard?
Yeah,
Have you owned a Logitech mouse?
of course I have. Yeah.
Yeah, and what do you own
I
now?
have
And what do you have now?
Razer.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Everyone talks shit about Razer, but it's like at least their build quality is good.
Dude, Razer just feels like nice.
Mm.
Yeah, it's the heaviness. To me, it's the heaviness and the build quality.
Oh, dude,
And
the
so again,
heaviness
you
of the
pick up-
mouse is like so good.
Yeah, it's
It
so
doesn't
sad.
feel like I'm
And
gonna.
you need a heavy keyboard so it doesn't
Yeah.
like slide
doesn't-
everywhere.
Creak. I don't understand why they use this plastic that literally you touch it. It's like, like what? What is this? It's like a walking. You know those beaches where the sand like squeaks as you walk on it. It's like that every time you move your mouse.
It's Squeaky Beach.
It's like
Yeah.
the keys get stuck in Logitech stuff as well.
Dude,
They're like
yeah.
you trying to push it down, it's like.
It's almost like it's complaining. that-
You can literally
It's like-
feel the keyboard flexing as you press the buttons.
It's
on.
like they made the keys out of Velcro, you know, and it's like.
Oh, can you imagine? That's how their actually key presses work. It's just like.
But we love
Velcro being-
Logitech, all right, Logitech.
Oh yeah, great. Amazing webcams.
All right, so we'll move on to our last last topic that Noosh just threw right into the Discord.
Did I?
Something about conspiracies.
I mean, next time,
Well, we were
conspiracy
talking about that.
theories. I want to talk about, dude. I want to talk about conspiracy theories, but that's a long talk. That's the next time talk. That's the next time topic.
I think that's.
I love conspiracy theories.
I threw it
I
in there
don't-
because
Okay, I thought you wanted to
Moon
talk about
landing.
that now because
it
like,
was 'cause
like,
we're talking
oh.
about the moon landing and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-mm.
And
Here's the
everything.
thing. I love conspiracy theories so much. I don't believe them, but I love them. I love them so much. I sit there all night long watching conspiracy theory videos.
Ah, yes.
They're the best.
The reptile people slowly watching the world burn.
Oh, I love it. I love it so much. There's nothing more exciting. That and ghost sighting videos. Whew, you got me, daddy.
All right. Well,
Thanks for tuning into the first episode of Doober Doober Derp. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
if you've lasted
Just
this long,
one more game, one more topic.
just one more topic. If you guys have lasted this long, thank you so much for sticking by through our random tangents that had no like actual structure to them.
What do you mean? We learned about eels.
We learned
And
about
if you
ourselves.
have
We did.
bowel
Don't eat two of them.
problems. Yeah, only eat one.
If
You
you're
only eat one.
if you're
Just
having
one eel.
stomach
Okay,
issues,
one live eel.
one
Two
eel.
is too much.
Two will destroy your insides, but one eel, it'll get that stomach bug.
Solves all bowel movements.
It will stop your stomach from being sore.
You know what? It's so if you think about it anyway, like logically, right? Like, so they ruptured his intestines, right? So they probably had to cut a lot of his intestines out. So now his intestines would be a lot smaller, right? Isn't that more efficient to just have a smaller intestinal tract? Like, I mean,
because you wouldn't get as much nutrients.
no, but
You
who
have
needs
to eat more.
nutrients, dude?
You have to eat more then.
I
Yeah.
take a supplement. I just supplement it, idiot. What do you mean?
Okay.
I've got my kale.
Okay.
I've got my kale. I've got my
Oh,
supplements.
Okay. Okay. Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining us. I don't know what else to say. Anyone? Anyone want to help me?
See you next time on One More Game. There you go.
Today.
Bye.
We need to buy him a shot collar. Holy.